Finally, we have caught up. We are on the current episode of Dawn to Dawn. Long time coming. Long time coming. We apologize for slacking. Slacking.
Yes, and it could also be my fault also due to the fact that I'm also preoccupied with my own channel. But yeah,
There's many shows. We might need to freaking start reviewing Solo Leveling with season 2 coming soon because we just stopped reviewing that show.
yeah. Where were we? I forgot.
I think it was the episode after the one guy. I think it was the episode when the one guy tried to like kill them in the dungeon, and Jinwoo had to take him down. The crazy MFer.
Oh yeah, we should check just to be sure. But yeah,
Maybe we bring that series review back and add that as something to talk about. I know that's previous things, but maybe we need to do that to get ourselves ready for season 2. But
I
we'll
think
see.
I think we should worry about that as soon as we free our hands off of some of these shows that we've been reviewing, because that's another reason why we're behind.
I know. Anyways, to Dawn, episode 7. This episode lived up to what everybody I heard or said or seen and everything. It was emotional. Did I cry? No, I did not cry, but it
Yeah.
was emotional.
Yes, it was. I will say I did not expect that kind of backstory to not only be beautifully animated but hit really that hard.
Yes. So, last time we left off with our characters. They were going up against Crazy Mommy Demon.
Mm-hmm.
Now they ended up getting out and saving Aira. And right now they basically have it to where they're just running all over like the warehouse area that they're in. And creepy demon mommy is basically using her hair to like swing like she's Spider-Man in this whole like warehouse area. And like she takes out Momo at some point. Okaroon tries to run with Aira in his arms as best he can, but he ends up getting taken down for a bit. And this kind of is where like, all right, you see some crazy shit happening. Um, Lo and behold, she ends up kind of getting the demon mommy. I don't know what you consider it. She ends up getting headbutted by Okaroon at some point, to be knocked out, and then that's when we get into flashback and everything.
Yeah.
Realistically, the fight was dope. It was actually pretty smart, and again, props to the author because it's like it looks like they're gonna get killed or whatever right then and there, but then Momo made the mention like, well, you really can't do much of anything because your hair's tied up. You tied up your hair in with the beams and everything. And it's like to the point like, my goodness, she was like even scrunching out and trying to claw her freaking hair out just to get to Aira, right? And I'm just
Hmm.
like, good God.
Yes.
Um, Go ahead.
Yes. And as my friend mentioned, Okron headbutted the shit out of her, and Turbo Granny was goes to Ira to look for the golden ball, aka Okron's nuts. Um, she she then says, "I think this could be a problem." Then Mom was like, "What do you mean?" And Turbo Granny was like, "This girl is dead."
Which was shocking to me. I was like, wait.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I'm like, wait, how did she die, bruh? I'm like, was it because the force and the trauma of everything that was going on? Explain how she died.
So apparently, anyone who gets swallowed up like that by eh, those kind of spirits, they lose their life. It's because Ira had like no like protection or like no like supernatural abilities. So she's pretty much exposed to it as soon as she entered it.
Yeah. Now we still don't know if her friends that got knocked out last week are dead. Surely they're dead now with all that rubble that happened.
We don't see their bodies, so we can't be so sure.
I'm gonna say
Right?
they're dead. I'm gonna say they're dead. Unless they appear next week. Because next week they're back at school.
Well, Okay.
And apparently Ira's going to be hitting on Okaru now.
Spoiler alert, but yes.
That's what the next episode preview showed.
We're not talking about the episode preview yet.
All right, explain the backstory now after the headbutt.
Okay, so apparently it cuts back to the time
Well,
when
so first off, actually, we forgot to mention when the episode initially started off, it was like this person just panting and running, and then it
Mhm.
obviously cut to where we're currently at. But go ahead.
Well, yeah, about the backstory, well, before that, Turbo Grande makes a mention in order like to you know well the the crazy mommy makes a mention like she wants to save Ira, so she offered her own aura to go into,
Yeah,
Ira.
they tried to perform CPR. Omamo tried to resuscitate her heart, and Okarun was giving her mouth-to-mouth CPR. Hopefully, Momo didn't get jealous from that alone, but we'll see next week. That didn't work, but then obviously, as you were saying,
Yes. So, and crazy mommy was trying to, uh, save Ira, but Momo was like, "Why should I believe you?" But then she forcefully opened her mouth wide to the point she can't. Yeah. Then he goes,
it was definitely the goriest episode
"Yeah,
out of all the episodes up to this
so
point.
far, yeah. Like now I can't eat anyone, so please let me save her." Well, for safety precautions, Okarum transforms for now, just in case, and Momo performs a ritual, and that's when she starts to get, the visuals of the full backstory of the ghost, and she sees this lady, you know, she seems to be like hanging in there, and she seems to be like poor but happy because she has, has her daughter with her.
Yeah, and it's not really like implied like this was Ira. It's probably just some random girl
Probably.
that looked similar or had maybe somewhat features that resembled Ira. Probably.
But she did mention Ira's name, so it could still be her.
For Don Dodon manga people who check this video out, please inform us in the comment section.
Hmm.
We could use some help because I don't want to look into this and potentially get spoiled.
Yeah.
That's the
Uh,
only reason why. But if somebody can go in there and say no, that was Ira, or if no, it was just some random girl, and only thing I can say is the reason why she was confused is that Ira had pink hair and the little girl had like it wasn't fully pink, it was kind of like a dark pink magenta color.
it,
Um
it was, well, the little girl, obviously that she was raising, she had orange hair, orangish brown hair.
yeah,
So I don't know. At some point, she might have dyed her hair. So
who knows? Just leave a comment in the comment section so we know.
yeah. So yeah, as we now see, like she was happily raising her daughter, giving her dresses, celebrating her birthday and stuff. It was like pretty wholesome moments up until, it all fell to pieces when apparently two guys came in, attacked her, and they basically abducted her daughter, and she was left bleeding on the floor, and yeah, glass is literally cutting her up.
Oh, I know how that feels. That's not, well, it wasn't exactly. I've stepped on plastic before, on a plastic frame, and it actually like went into like seared into my freaking feet. I remember that, and I got that young. It wasn't painful, but I remember walking and I just see blood coming out of my freaking foot. Like my parents had to get freaking tweezers to get that shit because it was like kind of slit into my skin. It wasn't painful or anything, but I remember I had to get that covered up. I was kind of walking with a little bit of a limp at school. And mind you, I think I had this when I was on like either I was in second or third grade. Again, shockingly, I wasn't crying out in pain.
Yeah,
I know,
wow.
crazy story to hear, huh, from me. Never told you
Yeah.
that.
I've actually never experienced those huge of cuts because I'm usually careful, but
It wasn't a huge cut. It was kind of like because it got into my feet. It kind of just like the seared into my feet. So realistically, it's not like I stepped on the plastic glass or whatever, and it just basically stabbed me. It essentially cut me, but it slid into my actual like heel. Well, not my
Whoa.
heel, like the bottom part of my foot.
Well, this woman, she was cut all over her body. Like she literally fell on glass, and despite all that, she knows that her daughter is in danger and being taken away. Despite all that, she stood right back up out of desperation. Cuts, injuries all over. She ran out. Her vision is obviously so blurry, so she can't really see straight. But
Didn't they show like her teeth is all fucked up too?
I think so also.
Man,
She's
that made me remind me of the freaking Overlord movie I watched yesterday. Sorry, but legitimately, like the first part of the movie, there was like this hot ass princess, and this demon captures her and is like, "I'm gonna make you my toy," and literally slams her freaking on the concrete ground. They actually show the visuals of what she looks like. It's not that she's bleeding all over the face, her face all fricked up, and her teeth damn near gone. I'm like, oh no! And they didn't show it one time. They showed it multiple times in the movie. I legitimately turned away because I'm like, no, I can't do this. I can't do it.
you
I'm
can
like,
just
why did they? I'm like, why they make that nasty? And it's funny because that demon ends up showing up later in the movie, and at that point, he slams her again. It was just fucking guts. And like one of the princess's best attendants, like the night that I showed you the picture of, she was going crazy. She was like, yeah, it was Overlord stuff, but it was crazy, bro. She got hit with that, the guts, and she was like literally corralling the guts in her arms. It was absolutely disgusting.
okay.
I don't know how the situation just turned from that. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah. I feel like this turned from a Don Don review to a like a Overlord blind reaction. What the hell?
I think I just got for background confirmation. This man was apparently sick last night. I think I might have made him sick again.
Good job.
All right,
Okay.
back to
Yeah.
Dawn to Dawn.
As I was saying, she was running out trying to go after them. Her vision is blurry, yet she still kept running, and then she sees the red lights of a car trying to go after them, but then she fell down again. I think this is where like she lost consciousness. I'm not so sure if she for sure died right there, but I guess she just lost it at this point. Yes, and then we cut over. Yes, from there we cut over to like just her like standing, like on like I guess looking up at the night sky, and then suddenly dancing like a ballerina.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. It then cuts back to where we're currently at. Momo then goes down, and Okarun's like, "Momo, are you good?" And then it looks like he's about to beat up, Crazy Mommy. But Momo's like, "No, Okarun, it's all right." And basically, it's Momo crying. So she actually saw like the flashback and everything. So she got emotional, and it's like she's 100% telling the truth.
Mm.
And basically, she transferred over her soul to Aira. Ira's now back alive again now that she's got the soul in there. And essentially, the demon mommy is breaking down into pieces, essentially, aka getting Thanos dusted. And
Mhm.
Turbo Granny basically is like, well, that's it. She will not be going to the afterlife. If anything, it basically Turbo Granny makes it like as if she won't ever exist again and people won't know of her. And Momo's like, isn't there anything we can do? And Turbo Granny's like, sorry, but nope, nothing we can do. You take that soul away, well, there is no chance to put this thing in the afterlife.
Uh,
So
unless you give her peace of mind, there's no way.
Yeah, so you just have it to where Ira gets up. She goes up to the demon mommy and basically hugs her in her final moments and says, thank you, mommy. Um, and demon mommy hugs her back. Ira's crying. Again, we don't know if this is actually a legit mom daughter relationship here, if that's actually biological, but whatever. It was still emotional. Still emotional shit. Hit hard. She dusts away, and that's where the episode ends off.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I was not expecting an emotional episode so soon.
Not expecting it. One of the best episodes I've watched, yes. But definitely not expecting that. It definitely lived up to the hype from what I saw, the thumbnails, and the fact that people were crying. Again, I wasn't crying, but I can see why people cried.
Mm.
Tragic backstory, sad enough thing. What more can you ask for? So, seems like next week, we're gonna get back on hopefully a more joyful approach. It seems like whatever is gonna be happening, it seems like we potentially could getting some crazy shit, but it also seems like we potentially could be getting shipping wars again because it looks like Ira and Momo are gonna be fighting over Okaroon because Momo in one of the next episode previous look feeling a little bit looks like what the hell's going on, and then Ira's being very touchy with our boy Okaroon.
Yeah, looks like she's about to kiss him. What the
Looks like
heck?
she's about to kiss him. Now, is this because like she, I guess, had consciousness at least at some point that she knew he gave her mouth to mouth CPR, or maybe the fact that he was carrying her lifeless body earlier on in this episode, and she's like, "Oh my Okaroon," or maybe she's just doing this to spite Momo.
Who knows? Who knows? I mean,
It could be all
I
three.
mean,
It could be two or three, or it could just be one of those.
she still spread the rumor about Momo being a slut.
Again, who knows? Maybe the thing is or maybe we pick up where we last left off there, and Ira's like, okay, what the hell's going on? And maybe they're like, well, Okaroon, we tried to give you CPR, like Okaroon gave you mouth to mouth, and he basically carried your body and helped you. And who knows? Maybe she gets flustered and she starts to send for him now. I don't know. I'm just throwing darts out. Because there's got to be a reason why she looks like she's about to kiss him. When we saw a few episodes ago, she basically called him a freaking nerd brain idiot.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing at some point there's going to be a specific reason why she's going to fall for him. Unless she's doing this just to trigger Momo. Those are my only two reasons. She's either legitimately going to actually like Okaroon, or she's just going to do this shit to just troll Momo. Because she knows, oh, you must like him. I'm going to get him and steal him from you.
Well,
And hey, he transforms into that badass looking form. Maybe she liked that too.
yeah. Oh well. We can't get the answers until next week, I assume.
Well, next week, well, we'll be blind. Hopefully, we have this next episode review. I'm not saying Wednesday night because legitimately, I'd be driving home from freaking Beverly Hills after work. Um, that's not a that's a far drive for me. So the least you can hopefully expect, as long as you don't delay anything, the next episode 8 should come out on Thursday,
Mm.
at least Thursday evening, or maybe we can record the video Wednesday, and then I'll just have the video scheduled to go upload on a Thursday morning, because I can do that. I just have to pre-record shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it. I'm gonna go sulk away and get ready to prepare and go watch Chicago Bears football so then I can go rant on my sports channel 3 hours later. I'm really contemplating maybe I should get some makeup so I can paint my face looking like a fucking clown, because that's what I always do when I watch fucking Bear games. I'm a fucking clown.
You're dressing up as a clown. Now that's a sight.
Well, that's what happens every time I watch Bears football thing. I'm gonna get anything different. And it's not different. It's the exact same bullshit shit I have to deal with. Now you're seeing what I get like and how I sound like on my sports channel. I get heated.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I know that side of you already, but
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. But again, maybe that should have been my costume, dressing up as a freaking clown wearing a Chicago Bears jersey, because that's what they are. They're a bunch of clowns in that organization. And fire them at Eberflus.
Anyways, guys, I think we talked enough, right?
Yeah. Till then, guys, stay safe out there. If you like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section. Please also put in the comment section if you do know the series, if that was actually Aira in the flashback or not, or it's just some random girl. And then hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Dawn to Dawn content or any other anime content we upload to the channel. We're finally caught up. I think the next series we need to get a work on is Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest.
Yes, yes.
Because I know my Fairy Tail fans probably kicking me in the comment section. Okay, when are we getting Fairy Tail again? I'm dropping down. We damn near dropped that series like I dropped the manga reviews. We'll get on that too. So, don't worry. Hit the subscribe button. Again, not only to my channel, hit the subscribe button to my co-host channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. He's got probably about 4 or 5 weeks left to get his freaking goal by the end of the year, which is 100 subscribers. But we'll see if you can do that. Help him out.
Please, guys, and thank you to the guys thank you to the ones who actually subscribe to me. It means a lot. I'm getting closer and closer. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there.
I'm only, I think, 30 subscribers away from 900.
Mm.
Right, last time I checked, I'm at 870.
He's getting there too, guys. He's getting there too.
I just gotta get. See, listen. If I get to 1,000, my videos can be monetized.
Mm-hmm.
Which means the only thing is I gotta watch what I say though, because YouTube, they'll be like, "We'll take some of that money from you if you're gonna be swearing."
I mean, Syriac swears all the time, but yeah.
Listen, it'd be nice. And plus, look at the bright side. You'll be able to actually collaborate more because you want to get your little keep of the money.
Whatever, man. Let's not talk about money here.
Anyways, catch you guys next video. Enjoy your Sundays. Stay safe out there, people.
Peace.
No, sorry.